Hey, everybody, welcome back to the second episode of the Gina Gasolina Show. I think I'm just going to stick with Gina Gasolina. It pretty much describes me to a T. I do everything with a lot of enthusiasm. I try to go slow sometimes, but the gasolina in me just won't let me stop. So right now, it's still the Gina Gasolina Show. Let's talk about lessons I've learned. Well, lots of things, okay? But in order to get to where I am today, which I think is a pretty good place in my life, I had to learn about boundaries. Boundaries, they're so important. And, we always want to be, nice, or girls, especially. Girls are taught to be nice in life. Be nice. Say thank you, please. Don't, okay, it's okay. Say you're sorry all the time, especially as Canadians. I'm sorry, I think is the next two words we were taught as kids. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay not to be sorry sometimes, okay? Obviously, be respectful to other people, but at the same time, you know what? I'm sorry doesn't always cut it. And also, I hate when I was always told to smile. Oh, you're so much prettier when you're smiling. Well, guess what? When I'm running a restaurant with 40 people that I have to serve on my own, I'm not always going to be smiling. I might be smiling at the table, of course, but when I'm answering a phone or I'm taking an order or I'm writing something down or trying to remember multitasking, I'm not going to be smiling. So hello, men out there. Stop telling women to smile. It's 2026. I know that men are still doing it. I know it. Even if they're not saying it, they're thinking it. And guess what? No one ever says that to a man. It irritates the F out of me. And I know there's some women out there that can totally relate to what I am saying. Stop telling women to smile. I mean, great. Listen, I have a great smile. I didn't always. I have had my teeth fixed a bit, but whatever. It all comes from the energy within. Again, let's go back to talking about boundaries. So, boundaries. Why do we need boundaries? We need boundaries to protect ourselves. We don't always have to be pleasing other people. That includes pleasing parents. That includes pleasing siblings, friends, coworkers. Obviously, there's a through line to, yes, let's have a nice balance, but you got to know what you're willing to accept in your life and what you're not willing to accept. So people will often try to gaslight you into doing what they want you to do. And that's all about control. And aren't you your own person? Don't you have your own thoughts and ideas of what you want to do? Of course you do. We all do. But we've been programmed to just be people pleasing. I don't people please anymore. If you don't meet me where I'm at, I'm not going to meet you just because you want me to. I'm respectful, I'm kind, I'm considerate, but I can't take on your shit anymore, okay? So that's a good lesson for people to be doing in 2026. Going forward with boundaries. Boundaries. Know your own worth. That's another very important lesson I had to learn. Know your own worth. Don't let other people try and convince you that you're something that you're not. We all know who we are inside, deep down inside, at a soul level. We all know who we are and we all know what we're capable of. And when somebody tries to tell you that, oh, you're not good enough, or you can't do that, or anything negative, really, how does that make you feel? It doesn't make you feel very good, right? So that's your that's what you're supposed to be listening to, your feelings. Your feelings tell you. That's your guidepost on how you're supposed to move forward. If it doesn't feel good, you really shouldn't do it. And you shouldn't second guess yourself. Always be listening to your inner self, your intuition. It's not up here. It's not in your brain. Your brain is the ego. That's taken me years to figure out. And believe me, I'm still working on it. But at least I'm conscious of it now. I'm conscious of that. What you need to know is in here, the inner knowing, that the yearnings, that just doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. That's your gut. That's your instincts. People can call it your sixth sense, whatever it is. Keep listening to that. That'll help you with boundaries. That'll help you with making decisions. You don't need to go ask somebody else, well, what do you think? I mean, it's okay to get their opinion, but really truthfully, we always know. And when you've made a bad decision, you also know that too, right? And it's okay because guess what? Making a bad decision or something that didn't work out, you learn from that. That's life, right? And it can't always be perfect. I'm not perfect. Hell, this podcast is not going to be perfect. Like, whatever. But at least I'm doing something that I love. I'm putting something out there that I think can help people because I've lived a life, a bit of a crazy life. You're going to hear about it probably through this podcast. And they're the lessons I've learned on how to be my own boss. I'm wearing a boss lady hat. For anybody that's just listening, my hat has BOSS, and that doesn't mean bossy. It means I'm in control of what I do, and I'm not listening to anybody else anymore. So, yeah, boundaries are really, really important. It's healthy, very, very healthy to have boundaries. I didn't think I even really knew what a boundary was. I would always hear that through self-help books, talk, radio, whatever, listening to television, um, experts on it. And until I really looked at my life and go, wow, I don't think I have enough strong boundaries. I mean, I had some, but there were things that were happening where I like, okay, I have to insert this into my life with more enthusiasm. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There'll always be pushback. Whenever you put a boundary up, there is always going to be some pushback. Expect it. But hold, hold it. Hold the boundary. And, you can always be open to conversation, but know your level of what you're going to do and what you're not going to do and what you're going to tolerate and what you will not tolerate. Just be firm. You don't have to be aggressive about it. Just be firm. And eventually, hopefully the people that love you and respect you will respect those boundaries. And maybe you're going to teach them something along the way as well. So going along with that, and you really, like I said before, you have to love yourself first. That's another huge one. It's another huge one people got to learn. And you know what? There's a book, Louise Hay, The Power, The Power is Within You. I picked this up at a secondhand store, like a bookstore. I don't know, I probably paid $5 for it. It's probably worth $30. But there's so many things out there books out there, YouTube, TikTok, you name it, YouTube tutorials, anything. And they're free. They're free out there, guys. There's so many free things for you to use to work on yourself. Any place where you can get something that's affordable for yourself to help yourself. But anyway, love yourself first. Where does that begin? Where do you begin with that? Well, little things that might seem like a lot of things to people to do. But for example, on my journey, especially in the last couple of years, you know what I would start doing? I bought myself my own flowers. And guess what happened when I bought myself my own flowers? I got to pick the flowers that I love to have surround me and to make me happy, and that I could look at every day and be like, my God, look at the beauty in that. It's just natural. And they smell great and they cheer up any room. You don't even need to paint. Just buy some flowers, buy some cheap flowers. Go out in nature and pick some flowers that are already out there, natural from the grass, like buttercups even. Put them in a tiny little shot glass and put them next to your sink when you're doing the dishes. I guarantee you that will put a smile on your face every time you see it. Every time. Daisies. Doesn't cost you anything in the springtime, summer. Go pick some daisies and you can do the loves me not if you want, but make a game out of it. Like don't wait for somebody, ladies, listen to me. Don't wait for some guy. I know Miley Cyrus wrote a song about it. I can buy myself flowers. That is the truth. You can buy yourself flowers and they're going to make you happy. That might not last a week. Who cares? Isn't that better than sitting there like being depressed, staring at the walls that maybe you can't afford to paint, or they're all cracked and they're falling down around you? Buy some flowers. Buy yourself some flowers. Perk it up. Perk it up. Perk it up. What else can we do to love ourselves? We can put on a nice shirt for the day. You know what? Who cares if you're just walking around your house or you're walking around your apartment, or, I'm surely to God, there's something in that closet of yours that makes you feel like $1,000,000, right? And when you do that, you align yourself with energy of, first of all, love, because you're loving yourself. You're putting yourself in a positive mindset. You're doing something different that you don't do every day. That's what special occasions are for, right? Like, I hate when people say, I hate holidays. I hate Valentine's Day. I hate. Why? Why do you hate that? Why do you hate those days? So what? You don't have somebody in your life. It doesn't matter. Go give flowers to somebody else. Take somebody else a Valentine's Day card. There's always somebody else out there that you can perk up. And you know what you do when you do that? It makes yourself feel better. Don't always wait for somebody else to do something for you. I'm telling you, it's nice when you have somebody that appreciates you. God, yes, for sure. But give to others too. But there's lots of things you can do. Make yourself a cup of tea and just sit there and just sit in the stillness. Sit in your isness, right? And then think great things. Think what you want your life to be. If your life's great, just sit there and appreciate your life with that cup of tea for 5 seconds. Like, you know, it sounds trite. It might sound small, but I'm telling you, those things really do put your energy up. And I've been in some really bad places in my life. And only in the last couple of years did I learn how to change my energy within a second. And I did, and I have, and I continue doing. I can be bawling my eyes out, believe me. But in order to get yourself out of that very quick, and it does take work. I'm not trying to make it sound like it just happens overnight. But once you understand how to change your energy, and by change your energy, it's a feeling. It's okay, I feel awful. My boyfriend broke up with me. My life is falling apart. I hate my job. I have no money, yada, yada, yada. But you can also go, okay, pick yourself up, girl. Dry your tears, take a glass of water, and then even just doing some exercising, stretching, getting that energy out. Say out, out, out. Like, tell it to get out of your body, if nothing else. And you'd be amazed how fast you can change your energy. It is pretty easy. You just have to want to do it. You have to want to change. You have to want your life to change. And it will change for the better, because I know it might sound hokey. Oh, thinking positive, la, 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 la. It's real. It's true, because everything is energy. In our lives, everything is energy. And people used to say that. I hear them say it. I go, I don't know what the heck they're talking about. But the more you lean into it and the more that you do your research on it or you practice it in your own life, you're going to see that it works. And you will feel better. People like look at me like I'm crazy. I'm going around, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm living my millionaire best life. I have millions and millions of dollars in my bank account. It's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. So it will, and it is. And I've already seen lots of great things happen in my life, and nothing bad has happened to me since I took that attitude of gratitude, as they say. And that's the other thing. You have to really appreciate all the good that you already have in your life. There's so many things to be appreciative. And I know people are going to say, oh, but it's so hard. I have this. Yeah, it's hard. But wouldn't you rather put your energy into something that's really positive and good? And like, seriously, okay, I can sit here and tell you right now, I am grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for having heat in this very cold winter we're having in Canada. I am grateful for fresh, clean water to drink. I am grateful for fresh, clean air to breathe. I am grateful for my car. My car has gotten me to across the East Coast more than once in the last couple of years. I thank my car every day. I love my car. I tell my car I love it, because I do. And but there's so many things. I'm grateful for my friends and my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my ability to walk, talk, breathe, and think on my own. Do you know how important that is? There's so many people that don't have those gifts, and they are gifts. People come into this world with lots of ailments, diseases, and a lot of us don't have that. Thank God. Thank God for those things that you don't have. But thank God for the good things that you have too. And this isn't about religion. I believe in God. I believe in the universe, whatever you want to call it. And that's the other thing too. There's so many people that talk about this, right? So what I've done in my life, on my journey, is that I take from lots of different people, whether they're spiritual people, religious people, just average people that I like, their energy. You feel it with people, right? So again, another book that I read many times, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. I read that too. These are great books. They're hard books. I'm not going to lie. This is a tough read. It's a tough read, but I didn't read it just once. Believe me, I probably read every chapter, every other line in the chapter more than once just to get it in my head. It takes time, not going to lie, but it doesn't take time to just switch it up. Switch it up. You're in a bad mood, put on some music that you love. Whitney Houston, what a voice, okay? I'm a singer, and I've always loved Whitney Houston. But, since she passed away, I don't really hear her music on the radio very often anymore. But when I do, man, when I hear that voice, it just makes me want to sing again and makes me want to, like, her doing the national anthem. I believe it was the Super Bowl. Wow. Nobody beats her. Nobody. Definitely miss her in this world. So, there's lots of things you can do. Put on a podcast that you want to listen to encourage you, to get your spirits up. Anyway, loving yourself is very, very important. And that means, getting enough water in the day. I got to drink some water right now. Probably something I don't do enough. I know I should be drinking more water. But hydration is very important, everybody. Getting out in nature. Nature's the best. I love being outside. Oh my God. People think I'm crazy. I go out when it's like -30. I don't care. I bundle up. I love all the seasons. That's all something that also bothers me. People that do not like the seasons. First of all, I live in Canada, and anybody that lives in Canada, if you grew up here, you know what's going to happen, especially in the East Coast or where I live right now in Ontario. We get all the weather. But you know what's great about the different is that it's different every time. Like, everything's not the same. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to be living on a beach in a tropical paradise. That is what I'm manifesting. I love the beach. It's my favorite place in the whole world. I grew up on the East Coast, in Nova Scotia. Probably already said that, but to be specific, in Nova Scotia, and the beaches there are gorgeous. And you can drive 30 minutes to anywhere and you're at a beach or a lake. And definitely miss that here living in Ontario. There's lakes. They're not the same. The ocean is a completely different experience, and it's different in the tropics. It's different on the West Coast. It's different on the East Coast. Everywhere you go. But I love it, and I miss it terribly, and that's why I at least try and get home once a year. And it does fill my soul with happiness and peace. And I mean, I could just literally sit there and stare at the waves for hours and hours and hours. And I remember being in university. I took a psychology course of philosophy. I can't remember which one it was, but we had to do this think project, and they're like, you have to go somewhere and just think. And so I would always go to the beach, the ocean, and I really would just sit there for hours. And wow, that was a gift. That wasn't work for me. That wasn't schoolwork. That was just, wow, I get to go stare at the ocean and write about it. And that's what we did. So that's just so important, right? Boundaries are important. Loving yourself is important. And then, once you start doing that, your mindset is going to change because you're going to start to see things change in your life. You're going to feel great, first of all. And the other thing to do, there's so many things to do, but I'm going to talk about them sporadically. But another important thing to do is before you get up in the morning and before you go to bed at night, you have to be grateful, like I was just saying, for all those things in your life that you set yourself up for success at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. And telling you, I've seen other people talk about this, so I started doing it. I start saying something amazing is going to happen for me tomorrow. Amazing things are going to happen for me tomorrow. And sure enough, they have. As for example, the other day, I said something amazing is going to happen for me. And I got an email asking me to do 3 books, not 1. So I record audiobooks, if you didn't listen to my first episode. So I'm an audiobook narrator, and I was asked to continue on in a series of romance novels that they wanted me to continue on. So not just 1 book, 3 books. How exciting is that? And, it's great. It's just living in alignment, 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 alignment. And what does alignment mean? Alignment just means aligning yourself with things that you love to do. Stop worrying about the things that you hate. And if you hate something, that means you shouldn't be doing it. Find a way to get out of it. It takes courage. Believe me, trust me. I left my whole life behind. Literally. I packed up my shit and I drove away from my life. I left it in a storage unit for 3 months because I didn't know what to do. Where did I go? I went right to the ocean, to the place I love most. And I just tried to figure out my life, and I do not regret it one bit. I burned through a lot of money, but I'll get money back. I'm still working on it. Money comes to me every single day. That's something else I do. People say affirmations, mantras, whatever. I do them every day. I tell myself I'm a millionaire. I tell myself I have millions and millions of dollars in my bank account. I tell myself that I am living my best life, and I just go through the steps of all the things I want to have happen in my life. And it's a practice. It doesn't take long. You can do it for 5 minutes. You can do it for 30 seconds. Just whenever you think about it, whenever you get like that negative thought coming through your head, change it. Like, I hate my job. I love my job. I love that I'm going to be doing this next week. Who cares if you don't think it's going to happen? You're literally changing your energy. And when you change your energy, you're going to attract more into your life. Find somebody, some mentor, some person, some book, me even, that, sounds like you, that resonates with your soul, like what it is that you want, and work with that. It is about working with energy. And you can do it with astrology. You can do it with tarot cards. There's lots of tarot card readers on YouTube. I listen to them. I think they're fantastic. Sometimes it doesn't always resonate with me, but once you start listening to certain people, you'll notice that it's kind of like they're speaking to you. It's kind of crazy. But there's times too where it's like, okay, that's not for me. And that's what you're supposed to do. They're like, okay, take what's for you and leave what isn't. So I kind of like that. And it's a little bit of entertainment as well. Again, what does that do? That's you're loving yourself. You're doing something for yourself. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's free. Free, 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 free. When I was growing up, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have social media, period. Now, there are some things about that I love, not having social media when I was a kid. Very happy about that. And anybody that is in my age group will tell you that. But used properly, like anything, any technology, it has great advantages to it. I don't think it is for kids. I think it's for adults, like 18 and over, because it can suck your soul. Trust me. And we all know that, right? But there's great things about it. And, obviously, if I had YouTube when I was leaving high school, I would have had my own show, which is what I always wanted. But hey, guess what? I've created my own show, and it is what it is for now. And like I said, I continue to grow and expand and see what works and what doesn't. And if I can teach anybody to try and live, like I said, more authentically, learn to love themselves a little more, and have boundaries and so much more. So, so, so much more that we're going to talk about. But yeah, follow your bliss. It's the truth. To tie it up for today, for this episode, do one thing for yourself that you love today. Do one thing, just one step forward. Trust me. Tony Robbins, all those guys, any of them. Kevin Trudeau, watch Kevin Trudeau. He's awesome. My favorite, Wayne Dyer. I loved Wayne Dyer. He's passed now, but he really started me on my journey. And the I ams. Saying I am really is a great way to change your energy. Stop saying the I can't, I don't, I'm not, I'm this, I'm that. I am. I am. With power, though. Your words have power. Your words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. I am powerful. I am intelligent. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am a conscious creator. I am extension of source energy. I am a musician. I'm a singer. I'm a dancer. I'm a radio announcer. Whatever the I am that you want to be, speak it into existence. And the more you do that, I'm telling you, you'll get more energy to do it. You'll get the thought process. And if you get stuck, oh my God, if you ever get stuck, and believe me, I feel stuck all the time. What do you like to do? Just go do that. Like, if you like coloring, who cares if it's a kid's? I know they have adult coloring books now too, which are great, but go buy some color pencils and a book, whatever. Just start listen to podcasts, listen to some music, whatever. Have the TV on in the background, whatever, Netflix. Just color along. I'm telling you, it'll free your brain up so much more of what you can do in this world. Like, I said it once, I'll say it again. Creativity is being stunted. We are being dumbed down in this world, and it's unfortunate because It really does make us not think on our own anymore, and it makes us think bad things. And when you're creative, when you're using your brain, there's so much of our brain that we don't use. When you start using your brain more, I'm telling you, you will be able to do more. And that's what I hope for other people to be doing. Honestly, you got to do it. You got to do it. Be the boss of yourself. Be your own boss. And don't worry, no one will tell you to smile because you'll be smiling so much more because you're so much happier in your life that you took control of your own life. Take control of your own life. Take control of your life. It's never too late. Believe me, I don't want to spend the next, I don't know, 30, 40 years of my life not having control of my life. So that's why I'm doing a podcast and all the other creative things I'm doing. So just going to encourage everybody to continue on your journeys to find out your best life, find out what you want to do, love yourself, have boundaries, and just keep being you. That's it. Till next time, guys. Peace out.